That's why I said, what you're doing is wrong. And that's why I told her. I was like, you fighting for all. I work for the police department.
Listen to me. The only
excuse is that what is the reason that you had a racist?
Don't do that.
No, I was. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't care.
I said,
I hope you guys feel like a man.
I don't feel like.
On August 14th, 2025, officers rushed to Orlando International Airport after chaos erupted inside the TSA screening area, with reports coming in of a passenger whose behavior was spiraling out of control and threatening to shut the checkpoint down.
Sir, what's going on?
She's swearing at us and being disruptive and accusing us of all kinds of
What's going
discrimination
on?
and everything.
Oh, sir, come over here. Let me tell you what's going on.
Tell me what's
It's
up.
that they want to be disrespectful and racist.
Racist?
Yeah, that's exactly what you did.
Why? I called the police guy, asked me.
My kids
quit
right
swearing
here, they had other people go around me. They told me to check everything on my bag.
And that's racist?
That's racist? You actually let other people and other ethnicities go around me that had...
I never saw anything. I just came
you
up
never
here.
saw.
I
So
just
you
walked
never
up
saw
now.
anything.
No, not with you.
Well,
I just heard you
thank
swearing at us.
You just heard me
And causing a
swearing.
disturbance.
I never swore at any of them. I said she
So do we have to pull
made
video
me-
in here that you
Yeah.
didn't swear?
Yes.
You didn't curse at him?
No. 100%. Pull it. Pull it now. Pull it now. Sir, I never swore at you. I just said that. Because I would
Did you hear
never
us swear?
say that
Where's your idea?
in front of my kids. In front of my kids.
And deal with the police
I'm
officer.
not doing nothing. You're discriminating and she's discriminating.
Discriminating.
And I want to actually make a report.
File any report you want. I don't have anybody here. So
No, he wasn't even there. Exactly.
you get the airline.
Swore nothing.
Yeah, let's do that.
She won't tell me what she said.
Okay.
Swore what? Swore what? I said I don't want to.
I got a 22, my 20 lane 5, and I'm 10-4.
Flying JetBlue? Know what airline she's on?
Man, we need to know where you're flying, dear.
Can I find out what your name is?
Man, we'll give you all that information.
So come
Give you
here
all.
so I can find
What
out.
airline are you flying?
Doesn't matter. That's what he asked me. That's what he got
I think we've
upset.
seen enough.
I think I don't need an understanding of he needs to.
Well, I've asked you for something twice, and you told me no.
He just asked me where I'm flying.
I asked what
don't
airline.
think
What you're doing, just so you know, you're
He
digging
doesn't
yourself.
need.
But you're digging yourself a hole. I needed your ID, and you told
No,
me
you
no.
don't need nothing. I need your name and I need his name. Thank you very much.
Because apparently she's been doing it since the beginning. She skipped the line and calling everybody racist, and with discriminatory, everything literally from the beginning.
They made me
What I actually see back this was, and saying that it's the kid's bag. We never said anything about her bag. She took out her stuff. I said, but who's the parent or guardian of these children? You or somebody else? So I need a parent or adult with them. I said nothing on my part. That's my job screen.
She's probably not going to be flying today because the supervisor went. He guessed it was JetBlue. She's like, I'm not telling you what I know. I don't think she flew. There's a supervisor on the way.
With JetBlue?
Oh yeah.
What happened? What's going on?
Man, I don't know what's on the black woman coming over here, but like
this woman
they just did some racist shit that I don't because they were making me open all my bags. They had other people going too.
Well,
And nothing on there. Okay, I understand you're gonna do your due diligence and whatever it is that you gotta do. But there was a man that came in, he said he has an iPad in his thing, he passed us. Why didn't you make him take his iPad out? Why don't you make him go? No, if you're gonna do what you're doing to me, I'm with 2 kids. I get it that people are smuggling kids, but like these are my kids.
were they having a problem with the kids?
No, then he was like, oh, open everything. I need you to open everything. I'm like, you didn't really need to go that you know what I mean? Like that deep.
You sound like you're from New York.
I am.
I'm from New York. I could tell. I was like, you sound like you're from New
I
York.
was
Okay.
like, it wasn't that that what she was doing was not necessary.
So it was
That's
just
why-
the fact that she was having open all the bags.
Open all the bags and she was letting other people go. I never swore at you. So you want to pull the tape, pull it. That's what he was saying. He said if he called the cop over, he said he wants to pull the tape. I said, pull the tapes. Because I never swore.
So it was the girl that was
She was
initially.
talking to him.
Okay.
And I told her that she was unnecessary for what she did. She said, "You still going?" I said, "You're unnecessary." I was like, "Our people are struggling right now." And I was like, "And you do this? You want to give other people passes, but you do this for your own people?"
Let me ask you this: did they ask you for your ID by chance?
No.
They never asked you for your ID.
Nope. Till we checked in. That was it. And then they said that I had to open all my... I know my rights. That's why I said, what you're doing is wrong. And that's why I told her. I was like, you fighting for all strength right now.
Because they do have a right to go through the
They
bags.
have
That
a
I get,
right
but I
to
get what you're
do
saying
that.
in terms of it was just
Yeah.
you're saying it was just you.
Yes.
Okay.
I called JetBlue's supervisor. I don't know, apparently she was disruptive all the way through. So when I came over, Sarah, we were over there, Sarah told me that the lady was not being cooperative. You call her name, blah, blah, blah. And then she just started yelling at us and cussing. And then I just asked her, which way you going? Are you done? You can go on your way now. And then she just got words called racist. She's a victim of domestic abuse. I don't know if that has to do with anything.
Yeah, we don't know.
We're going to be talking about racism.
Are you gonna? Hold on.
I'm gonna,
Wait, hold on.
you,
Hold on.
because you lied and
Hold
said
on.
something to me.
Hold on.
Oh, but that I said that I swear on you. Get the recordings. I never said anything negative.
Listen.
No,
Approaching
I don't
it.
want it.
Stop.
I don't want it
Just
to
stop
get
it.
any
Don't
worse.
escalate. Just stop.
I don't want it to get
I'm
any
not
Talk
escalating
from
nothing, sir.
here. Talk from here. Have a
Rookie,
civilized
rookie.
conversation. I don't care what you call me. Have a civilized conversation.
Whatever.
But
I'm
just
not
approach
saying nothing.
yourself.
I'm
Don't
doing
do
it
that.
right. Just like he
Do not
took
do
it.
that.
He said,
Okay, then speak with him.
it doesn't matter where I'm going.
You're
What
not
do
going
you
up the
care?
ramp. You're not getting out.
I'm leaving.
No, you're not.
Do you want to go
You
to
need
the
to leave the
jet-
airport if you want to leave.
Thank you, sir. I'm leaving. You racist.
Are you listening?
Freaking crap.
Do you want to go to the jet?
You said that I
come on,
swore
let's go
on
to
you.
Chapel Ticket Counter.
No,
You didn't swear on me. I
you
said
swear
you
on
used
me.
profanity.
You're going to never have those conversations.
I'm done with you.
I was worried.
And then you can't fly out.
I don't care. Let me go. Why am I going to go up there so you guys to turn me around? Does that make sense?
You're not allowed to go up there. So that's what I'm.
Thank you. So let me exit the airport like you said.
You want to exit? Come on, I got you. Come on.
Thank you. Because I
got
can't
you.
fly. You said I can't go, right?
We didn't say anything.
You said I can't.
Listen.
Okay, because
Listen.
you guys, he kept asking me
All right,
what flight
listen.
I'm...
Listen,
You can't determine that, so you
are you
guys-
listening to me?
I'm sorry.
JetBlue was on their way to come and talk to you. That's why I told you to just hang
I'm
tight.
just trying to go
for
back to
supervisor.
New York.
I know, but I don't want you to make it worse to the point where now you
I'm
get
not
trespassed. Hold on,
trying to make it
I know.
worse. But if you're telling me I can't go there...
Can you listen? Can you listen? If you keep going where you keep escalating this, they're going to trespass from the airport. And you won't be able to fly out here. You're going to lose money on the flight. Now you got to repay for you and your kids. Then you got to
Well,
pay
if I
for
gotta
an Uber
stand
to
up
go
for
to a whole
racism,
nother
I am.
airport. I don't want you to go through that.
'Cause that's what we fighting for
that's
right
what I'm
now.
trying to say. If you want,
And that's why
if you
she
want,
didn't
we can go and
understand it.
talk to the JetBlue supervisor. It's not a problem. You have a right to
Well,
talk
so
to
I'm
them.
going to go over there and there's a possibility they're going to turn me down, right?
I don't know that. I really don't. I'm not going to lie to you. So if you want, they're walking here now? Oh, okay. JetBlue's
They're
coming.
going to see if they want to let me
JetBlue's coming.
on the plane. Is what they're saying that they're
All
going
right, go
to
ahead.
determine.
JetBlue's coming. Just hang tight for a
Sit
second.
here. My name is...
She's not flying.
She's not flying with us.
JetBlue ever.
She's going to be... No problem. I need your name.
Okay.
I need you.
I need your
You
name.
cannot be next to me.
Ma'am.
You smell like alcohol.
I
What you
smell
were
like
drinking?
alcohol. No, I was not. This is the excuse you guys use.
No,
I've been there,
the
done that.
only
I work for
excuse-
the police department.
Listen to me. The only
No, the only
excuse
excuse is that
that
what
you
is
have
the
been
reason
disrespectful
that
and
you
rude
had
with the crew
racist,
members.
you had racist
So you're
employees.
saying she's not flying?
She's
No.
not flying with us. Because
No problem.
I don't know what is going to go on.
You can't do anything. Exactly.
Yeah, this is gonna be refund and she's not welcome to fly with JetBlue anymore.
Okay. And
So
I
let's
want your
do
name.
this.
My name is Beatriz.
Thank you. Just like you.
keep
Excuse
it.
me.
Okay. Let me.
No.
All right, kiddos. Let me walk with you out.
No.
Ma'am. Ma'am.
Beatriz, you cannot take pictures of my
No,
ID.
you took pictures of me.
No, I did not
No,
take
you took
pictures
pictures of
you.
me.
Ma'am?
No, it's a freedom land.
Okay,
You
you're gonna
took
look,
pictures- you cannot
look.
take pictures of you. Ma'am.
All right, let's go.
Ma'am,
Let's
you took
go.
pictures of my
Ma'am,
information,
Ma'am,
right?
ma'am,
What's your name?
Ma'am, let's
I
go.
need your name.
Let's go. You can
No,
get that at
I
JetBlue.
need her name. I need her
You
name.
can get that outside
No,
the
I
checkpoint.
don't know her
You can get
name.
it outside the checkpoint.
No, we're
Stop.
going over there.
Stop.
What? She just took
Stop.
information from me.
Do you want to get trespassed?
She just took information
Stop.
from me.
Stop.
You just took information. Excuse
Stop.
me. You're a supervisor.
You're in front of your kids.
I'm,
You're in
thank
front
you,
of
and
your
I'm
kids.
acting conductly.
So let's go.
Okay.
I don't want you.
said
Let's go. Let's
I
go.
would like to
Let's
know her name.
Can we
I
get
would
inside
like
here,
to
please?
know your name, ma'am.
Let's
I'm
go
going to
out.
record
Let's
this.
go
We're going to
out.
do this.
You can record. That's fine. But let's
You don't
go.
have to escort me out. I'm
Yeah, I
conducting
have to.
myself.
I have
no,
to.
you are. No,
Let's go.
No, she's over there. I'm not
Let's
conducting
go.
myself
Ma'am, let's
in
go.
any type of way.
Kids, we're gonna head on out.
Yeah,
Let's go,
we're
ma'am.
gonna head out
Let's go.
on.
Let's go.
No,
Let's go.
I'm not doing
Let's
nothing.
go.
They got mad
He's
and
coming?
he was a racist.
Perfect. Perfect.
Good, and he was the other racist.
I'm trying
over
to tell
there.
you to keep walking because you're gonna get trespassed and you're not listening.
I'm not trespassing. She just canceled my ticket.
Yeah, she did
and she
because
took
you're
my
not
information
listening.
and I don't know her. So you don't know me.
You can go ahead and head on out.
Okay. I have
Have a
rights.
great day.
Just like you.
Have a great
Just
day.
like you. Just like you have rights, I have rights, man. What? From what? Because your officers felt some type of way and they got
Listen,
emotional?
I tried.
No. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Back up, please. Back up. I'm with my 2 kids. Back up. Please, you're 4 men. Back up from me. Back, I don't care. Back up from me. There's 4 men here. There's 4 men antagonizing me and assaulting me right now. Back up from me. Back up from me. Thank you. Back up from me. Back up from me. Back up. I'm not trespassing none of you. I said leave me alone. You're following me. You're following me. You canceled my flight. Because you're in your feelings. Back up from me.
They want to trespass. I told her she needs to leave.
Back up from me. Okay. Back up from me.
You're under arrest.
No, you're under arrest. Nothing. How? I'm not under arrest. Get off of me.
Get the wall.
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Grab this arm.
No. Don't do that.
Easy.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Order at. Get it. Now they're just doing. Give my kids. You're not gonna leave my kids. Yeah, I'm not doing nothing. I said to back
Put your hand
up.
behind your back. Put your hand behind
Put your
your
hands
back.
behind your back and stop resisting. Put your hand behind your
resisting.
back.
Hello.
Put
You
your
see me
left hand
resisting?
behind
Do
your
you see
back.
me resisting?
Put your left
Do you
hand
see me
behind your
resisting?
back.
Do you see me resisting?
Put your left hand behind your back.
Get my phone and call Kyle.
Put your left hand behind your back and stop resisting.
I'm not resisting. I'm resisting,
You're under
sir.
arrest.
I'm under arrest for what? For you harassing me?
Trespass on the property of the
Harassing me and I was walking out. I was walking out. I was walking out. Get the hell out of here. Anthony. Oh, I'm so... grab my phone. Anthony.
You didn't want to listen.
No, I didn't want to listen.
You didn't want to listen. We
it's
gave you
whatever.
ample time to
Ample time I was leaving.
You weren't leaving. You were over here
Yes,
recording.
I was on the phone to get a ride.
No, you weren't.
Out of here. Anthony,
You were told to leave.
come here, please. Get my phone. Give my son my phone. Give me my son my phone. Give my son my phone. No, give me. My kids are underage.
I will give it to
Give them my phone. Now, sir, my kids are underage. Give them my phone.
Relax.
Anthony, take my anger. Come here.
I'll give it to your son.
What do you need? Stop yelling. I'm not going to stop yelling. My kids are 10 and 7. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. What I needed was to get.
I know, but you were.
No, I was.
No,
what are
you
you
weren't.
talking about?
Don't yell at me.
What are
This
you
is why you're
talking
being
about? I
cautious.
don't
Can
care.
somebody get a car and just
Yeah. You guys want to do like a man right now. You feel like a man right now.
When you
like
sit,
a
sitting there,
man.
they're going to seatbelt you in and stuff. Don't damage your truck, because then you got to. You may look
Damage
at some
the
other.
truck.
You may look at some other.
They're
I'm just telling you. Don't
Damn,
do
it's
anything.
over. That's it. It's over. You're under arrest. That's it. It's over. It's over. That's it.
I know.
Enough. Okay, enough.
That's cool.
So that's it. No more profanities. No more obscenities.
I'm not.
That's it.
Who was saying profanity? Like
Okay, I said no more.
I
I
hope
said
you
no more.
guys feel like a man.
I don't feel like a
When
man.
their father beat me down to pulp.
I didn't do anything.
Everything. Yeah. I had black eyes.
You've been ample time.
Anyway,
We gave you a long- we gave you a long
No,
leash.
you guys are mad.
We gave you a long
No,
leash
you
because you had
didn't,
two
because
kids.
I didn't know nothing. I said I was leaving. I was
No, you
calling
weren't. You were
somebody.
over
Okay,
there.
whatever. You guys did what you did. It's cool. You did what you did. I hope you guys feel like a man.
No, we don't feel it.
No, you guys.
We gave you a long leash.
Oh, you did. Just like the dad was hitting me and fucking take the badge. And you guys feel like a fucking man. You listen to a fucking white motherfucker, yo. You listen to a white motherfucker. Where's my kids? Where's my kids? Can you please get my kids? That's it. My kids. Hello, my kids. Hello, my kids. My kids. I have a right.
Picture yourself standing inside a busy airport terminal, surrounded by rolling suitcases, overhead announcements, and the quiet assumption that everything here is controlled, routine, and safe. You've cleared security before. You know the rhythm. Shoes off. Bags scanned. Move forward. Nothing about this place is supposed to feel dangerous. Now imagine that routine breaking down. A simple screening turns into a confrontation. Voices rise. Accusations surface. A claim is made that changes the temperature of the room instantly. What began as a disagreement over procedure suddenly carries a far heavier implication. One that people believe forces everyone else to stop, step back, and retreat. But they don't. Instead of de-escalation, the situation tightens. Time stretches. Children are watching. Bystanders slow down. What was once a travel delay starts pointing towards something far more permanent. Missed flights. Lost money. Restricted access. The possibility that this doesn't end with walking away. Here's the part most people misunderstand. At this stage, nothing illegal has happened yet. No crime, no charges, just words, just resistance, just refusal. And yet, within minutes, that assumption collapses. Because somewhere inside this ordinary space, a line exists that cannot be crossed twice. A moment where speech stops being protected expression and becomes something else entirely. Once that line is crossed, the outcome no longer depends on intentions, explanations, or accusations. It moves toward custody, toward charges, toward consequences that do not rewind. This case turns on a single legal question that most people get wrong. At what point does a complaint stop being protected speech and become conduct that carries legal consequences? Many people believe there is a safeguard built into public spaces, especially places tied to transportation, security, or government oversight. The belief is simple. If you frame your objection as discrimination, if you insist your rights are being violated, the system must pause. Escalation, in their mind, becomes legally impossible. That belief is the myth. The law does not evaluate intent the way people expect it to. It does not weigh sincerity. It does not resolve disputes by choosing sides. It evaluates thresholds, specific behavioral lines that, once crossed, change everything. By the end of this video, you will understand why the thing she believed would protect her is exactly what made arrest inevitable. The situation begins as an ordinary travel interaction inside a secured airport checkpoint. A passenger traveling with children is selected for additional screening. What should have been a routine delay turns confrontational almost immediately. The disagreement is not about safety equipment or prohibited items. It centers on perceived unfair treatment. Other travelers move through. This passenger does not. From that moment, the interaction stops being transactional and becomes oppositional. Staff report escalating behavior, raised voice, repeated accusations, refusal to provide basic information needed to resolve the situation. Supervisory personnel are called. The problem is no longer screening, it is disruption. At this stage, there are still off-ramps available. Cooperation could restore normal travel. Silence could de-escalate. Even walking away would end the encounter. Instead, the opposite happens. Requests for identification and travel details are declined. Instructions are challenged. The focus shifts from resolving the issue to proving a point. As tension builds, administrative authority replaces customer service. The conversation is no longer about flying, it is about control of a secured environment. That is the critical context most viewers miss. Nothing here happens suddenly. The outcome is not triggered by a single word or accusation. It emerges from a narrowing set of choices that steadily removes every non-legal exit. Everything changes here. Up to this point, the encounter still exists inside an administrative frame. No one is being detained. No one is under arrest. The situation is tense, but legally fluid. The option to disengage still exists. That option disappears the moment a clear directive is issued to leave the secured area and it is not followed. This is the pivot most people fail to recognize. The legal shift does not occur because of raised voices or offensive accusations. It occurs when continued presence becomes defiance. When repeated instructions to disengage are met with refusal, filming while advancing, and continued verbal escalation, the interaction crosses a threshold. The moment continued approach replaces disengagement, the legal dynamic shifts. From that point forward, the issue is no longer speech. It is conduct. The location matters. A secured airport checkpoint is not a public sidewalk. Authority inside that space exists to maintain order, not to resolve debates. Once refusal hardens into persistence, discretion collapses. The encounter is no longer negotiable. It becomes enforceable. This is the exact moment where the outcome stops depending on what is being said and starts depending on what is being done. This is where belief collides with law. The prevailing myth in cases like this is that speech, especially speech framed as a civil rights complaint, creates a legal shield. People assume that as long as they are talking, protesting, or recording, enforcement must pause. That assumption is incorrect. The statute at the center of this case is trespass, reinforced by disorderly conduct standards. Trespass does not require malice. It does not require physical force. It requires a threshold, remaining in a location after lawful authority has withdrawn permission and clearly directed you to leave. That threshold is behavioral, not emotional. Once notice is given, continued presence becomes conduct, and this is where speech stops being protected. Recording while advancing, continuing to argue while refusing to exit, reasserting demands instead of disengaging. Each action compounds the same legal fact: refusal. This is where complaint becomes obstruction. Probable cause does not require certainty. It requires what a reasonable officer would believe under the circumstances. In a secured environment, where order is mandatory and access is conditional, refusal alone can satisfy that standard. No threats are required. No physical contact is necessary. This is where speech becomes conduct. Many viewers misunderstand disorderly conduct as yelling or profanity. That is not the legal test. The test is whether behavior disrupts lawful operations and cannot be resolved through voluntary compliance. When multiple requests fail, discretion narrows. This is where discretion becomes enforcement. At this stage, intent no longer matters. Explanations do not reverse the threshold. Claims of unfairness do not pause the process. The law does not evaluate who feels wronged. It evaluates whether lawful instructions were followed. Once refusal persists inside a secured area, authority is no longer optional. Arrest becomes a tool to restore order, not a punishment for speech. And this is the final misunderstanding. Arrest is not triggered by what was said earlier. It is triggered by what continued after the line was drawn. Two narratives usually emerge at this point, and both require neutralization, not debate. The first is freedom of speech. Speech is protected, but it does not grant the right to remain in a secured space after permission has been withdrawn. The Constitution protects expression, not location. Once lawful authority sets conditions for presence and those conditions are rejected, speech no longer controls the outcome. The second is police brutality or targeting. That claim hinges on motive. The law does not. The standard applied here is objective. What a reasonable officer would do after repeated refusals in a restricted environment. When instructions are ignored, enforcement is not escalation, it is procedure. This is where many people miscalculate. They believe intent overrides behavior. It does not. The legal system evaluates actions against thresholds, not narratives against feelings. When refusal continues, options close, not because of who the person is, but because of what they are doing. What unfolds here follows a recognizable behavioral pattern, not a medical one. The pattern begins with entitlement, the belief that personal grievance grants leverage over institutional rules. It deepens into authority, confusion, where disagreement is treated as veto power. When resistance meets enforcement, the pattern shifts again. Accusations replace compliance, and victimhood is used as insulation against consequences. This is where Darvo appears. Deny responsibility. Accuse the authority of wrongdoing. Reverse the roles of victim and offender. Each step reframes enforcement as persecution, even as behavior remains unchanged. Importantly, this pattern escalates risk. It delays disengagement, it hardens refusal, and it creates the conditions where physical control becomes the only remaining tool. This is not a mental health diagnosis. This is a behavioral pattern. The outcome of this encounter is not ambiguous. The passenger does not board the flight. Airline access is revoked. The ticket is canceled. What began as a delay becomes a financial loss. New flights, new transportation, and immediate disruption for everyone involved. But the consequences do not stop there. Once refusal continues inside a secured area, and physical compliance fails during enforcement, the legal exposure expands. Arrest follows. Custody replaces conversation. Allegations now include trespass, and depending on jurisdiction and resistance during detention, additional charges may apply. These are not symbolic outcomes. They carry booking, processing, and potential court appearances. Children witness the shift firsthand, not because the law is indifferent, but because the law does not suspend itself for optics. Order must be restored in real time. This is the final point the legal system enforces without apology. Rules governing access to secured spaces apply to everyone, not selectively, not conditionally, not based on who feels wronged. Order is not oppression. It is the framework that allows shared spaces to function, and freedom does not mean unlimited choice. It means operating within boundaries that exist before conflict begins. Once those boundaries are crossed repeatedly, the ending is no longer flexible. The system closes the loop. And it does so not to make a statement, but to restore control where voluntary compliance failed.